Las Colinas Country Club. It's second round coverage of the North Texas LPGA Shootout presented by JTBC. Let's go out to the 14th hole, and Lexi Thomson once again in the hazard down the other side because she was playing it the other way in round one.
Yeah, that out of a moist lie off the concrete with an 8-iron. And a heck of a shot, just trying to play it to the front part of the green.
There's the 12th hole and the 14th hole run next to each other. Lexi was in the hazard on the right side of 12 and on the right.
On the first 9 holes.
Well, let's see if Lexi Thomson can get away with a par here.
Left her second shot in a good spot, just short of this green. No rough to deal with, a decent amount of green to work with. This will have some left to right break once the chip shot hits the putting surface.
So Lexi struggling off the tee and has that one to save par at the 14th hole. And the tour is off next week, so it's going to be one event in a 5-week stretch.
I think it is very interesting, and most interesting for a player who seems to have hit a peak in her very young career with her first major victory, and did it really in great style. But, you know, players have a schedule. They have things planned, and very often
Certainly not 100%. Let's go to 15.
And Lexi Thomson looking over her second shot, Kay.
She had a nice drive, taking it down the right-hand side. A little breeze starting to pick up right now, and this can be an intimidating shot, but much nicer to be hitting from the fairway. She's going with a 6-iron, Kurt.
Yeah, just light breeze in her face here. Trying to draw it, Kay, but it started well right. Oh, the middle of the green, not her best effort. Back at the 15th green, Lexi Thomson for her birdie.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to hole. Kurt, pretty lengthy 35-footer. It's got a fair amount of break from right to left. When I chatted with her on the practice putting green on Wednesday, she said she had a really nice trip overseas doing her sponsor stuff, but most importantly, she had a really nice time at home with both of her brothers, just kind of celebrating her post-major championship.
Of course, her brother Nicholas plays the PGA Tour.
All right.
Yes, he was an Australian junior boys champion in his youth. Problems here for Lexi Thomson.
It's just like a 3/4 or a little less than 3/4?
I like 3/4. Just kind of choke, run and draw. I like the guy in the red. All right, let's see.
That she's even contemplating something more than just a pitch out to the fairway shows exactly why she's aggressive Lexi that she is.
Is she going to hit that tree on the way through, Kate?
Well, perhaps. She's got to worry about her backswing and her through swing and only one little tree up in front of her. This is not an easy shot.
This could take a toll on the shaft of the club.
Yes.
And then in turn, a hand and a wrist.
Well, she advanced it a lot further than I thought. It's not going to be an easy up and down from down there, but pretty good shot all in all.
Pretty steep little hill up to the 16th green.
I have to worry about roots as well. Trees like that trying to dig it out. Let's take a look.
Trying to abbreviate that backswing so as not to hit the tree, and you try to come through with a lot of force, but you can't help but to.
Over at the 16th hole, Lexi Thomson trying to get up and down for a par.
Judy, upon closer observation, this is not as difficult an up and down as I first thought because she has a lot of green to work with. She's on a little bit of a uphill lie, and she's drawn a great lie as well.
This green has just a little tilt from the front to the back, which is unusual. So you have to be a little bit careful if you get beyond the hole in this situation because it's running away from the player. Right in this area here, you're going to find that the green runs away from the player. So you don't want to get it going too fast.
Carries 4 wedges. This looks to be her most lofted. Oh, beautiful. And her short game is ever improving, isn't it, Judy?
Yes, it is. And I think, you know, we can accurately say some of that is what was missing when she was younger and such a prodigy and so very good from tee to green.
Shape.
Well, winning a major always brings a lot of attention. Earlier this week, Lexi Thomson chatted with the media and talked about the people who've congratulated her since the win at the Kraft Nabisco.
I got a few texts, like Nancy Lopez texted me, which always means a lot. She's been a huge idol of mine. But I actually got a letter from Arnold Palmer congratulating me, so that meant, that meant so much to me, just always looking up to him and just what a huge idol he is in the game of golf and what he's done for the game. So it means so much to me just to have those people watching me and supporting me.
Pretty cool moment for Arnold Palmer to write a letter to Lexi.
Well, he does that very often. It's one of the things that has endeared him to players from so many now generations.
There's her mom in the background.
I wonder how many letters he has written in his life, answering all of those fan mail letters that he did through the years, and then taking the time to congratulate all the special winners on the various tours. Pretty amazing.
Good 4.
That's a real nice 4. That's got to be par of the day for Lexi.
And Lexi Thomson on the tee with an 8-iron.
Yeah, she's going to have to hit all of this. Wind's really swirling around. It's kind of hurting right now. And, ooh, this is kind of shot, Kurt, we saw at 15 similar.
Yeah, she was probably trying to flight that ball down, and when she got ahead of it a little bit, she couldn't catch up and square the blade, and that may be plugged in the bunker. We'll come back to that here shortly. And we're back, and that is the ball of Lexi Thomson plugged in that bunker right of the green, Kay. Not a good lie.
15 feet of sand she has to clear, green sloping away.
Another look. That thing looks almost submerged from that angle.
It is a bad fried egg.
She walked up, not much of a reaction. Kind of like that. Just got in there, got her club, tried to figure it out, and now she's ready to go.
This could go anywhere.
The tough part here is you have to carry the ball a little distance.
Wow. That is pretty much as good as you could do. That landed just over the lip of the bunker. Back. Now Lexi for her par.
It'd be quite a sandy par. Gonna have to hole a 18-footer or so to do it.
Yeah, she had the line figured out. Just not enough speed. A poor tee shot there at 17 is going to cost her. That'll be a bogey for Lexi Thomson. 18.
And Lexi Thomson is going to try and knock this one on in 2 at 18.
Yeah, she's got a good look at the front left hole location. That was a hybrid. Ball below her feet, downhill lie.
Oh, easily.
Up over the tree and just lands it right on the middle of the green.
Easy shot. He's going to run off the back edge, but chipping a putt or maybe a couple of putts and she will be walking away with a birdie at 8. Wanting restaurant recommendations and all sorts of things. Lexi walking up onto the green.
I think as you become a more experienced player, you kind of shut all those things out when you play at home. It is hard to discount. She never, ever, ever quits trying.
I think most of it's just kind of road.
Lexi Thomson at the 18th has an outside chance of an eagle. What does this one do, Kay?
Yeah, this she's got about 3 or 4 paces of fringe to putt through. She and her caddy are working out a spot that is to the right of the hole. They're looking at a spot that's about 25, 30 feet ahead, and that's kind of the target point, and then everything's going to break down to the left from there. Putting back into Little Breeze now. Basically a 20-pace putt. Oh, that bumped a lot at the beginning. I think that took a little of the steam off. She never got a good end-over-end roll on that one, Judy.
Well, and that's what happens when the ball is in the air a little bit. Your speed is not what you expect.
Down into the breeze
Wow, you can see the bumps there.
Yeah.
So Lexi may not be guaranteed a birdie now at 18, having gone for it in 2. Now Brittany Lang.
You talk about staying at home, and you know she's got to deal with.
No, won't be earning any money.
That's why when a lot of pros decide to leave professional golf and go to a quote regular job, getting that regular paycheck's kind of nice.
And you know, this tournament kind of piles on that pressure, because once you make the cut tonight, you have to face another cut down to 50 in ties Saturday night. So that is part of the shootout aspect.
Yeah, they don't want you to ever relax, do they? In fact, Brittany Lang, I think, made the first cut but failed to make the second cut last year. Lexi now for this birdie, a much longer birdie putt than she should really have.
Got a good chance. Ooh.
Yeah, not really a very good back 9 today.
Lexi, 2 bogeys on the back 9. She bogeyed 14 and 17. Mina Lee has tapped in for her par at the 8th hole, so she remains at 8 under par.
Natural player. It is amazing to watch him.
A little bit like Lexi.
Very much like Lexi Thomson. I think she still has a lot of characteristics in her golf swing and her golf game from when she was a child. And Tom mentioned earlier her brother Nicholas, also the younger brother Curtis, plays golf at LSU. So she's never without competition.
I think that probably shaped the way that she plays the game today.
Oh, I absolutely do. I think it has. I think it's made her a stronger golfer, a longer driver, because she always wanted to keep up. And she's not only keeping up, but now the boys need to keep up a little bit.
I've got a major championship in the family.
That's right.
So Lexi finishing up at the 18th hole, round of 71, even par on this Friday here at the North Texas LPGA.
And I was just chatting with Lexi a little bit about how kind of rough, relatively rough these first 2 days were. Any rust on the game after 3 weeks off?
Well, I definitely am not hitting it as good as I want to, but you know, I worked really hard on my game on the few weeks I did have off, so I know it's there. But I'm pretty happy with how I'm scrambling out there. So hopefully it'll turn around for the week and get my good ball striking back.
Yeah, your short game is definitely coming up level by level. What has it been like for you this last 3 weeks, post first major championship?
It's been a busy few weeks, that's for sure. I got about a week and a half at home, which I practiced and trained a lot. But then I actually came straight here from Germany to, I was at Puma headquarters, and then I had a big Puma commercial, so I came straight here.
Coolest thing about being a major champ?
The coolest thing, well, to say that I'm a major champion, but the coolest thing that's happened, I threw my first pitch out at the Marlins game, or I got to meet Usain Bolt in Germany, so it's quite an honor.
Yeah, those are the kind of cool things you get to do when you win a major championship for the first time, guys.